Hi, Adventurous Seaweed. I'm about to put the sparkly bit on the sequins. Right, I've worked the inside passes of the two pair edge to the centre. They're around the pins, they've got two twists on. I'm putting on an extra thread around that pin on that side and move the worker over it and put away. And put a pair on this side as well around the inside pin. Lift the worker pair up together and put it to one side, pin it out of the way. Right, so I've got these two active. Using my crochet hook, which already has spangle on. Everything's a little bit oversized at the moment because I'm using this thick thread. Putting the first thread through as if we're doing a bead. So put it over the top, like I did with the Adventurous Seahorse eye. Pull the thread through, and the tail goes through first. Right, we now have one thread through it. Now if I were to tighten that up like a bead, the sequin would try to stay on its side instead of laying flat. So pulling the threads to one side, put the crochet hook through the sequin again, not catching any of these threads, and put the one coming from that side on. Oops, and turn your crochet hook over the right way. That's the goal. Right, so in theory that, yes, it came through. Okay, so put that back through the hole. So you've effectively threaded it twice, once from each side. You can see the yellow thread coming this way and that way, and the, call it turquoise thread coming this way and that way, so that it's actually captured like a wheel or a tyre, whatever you like. Well, a sequin. Let's call it a sequin. And there you go. Now you can see these two are going to come down and be pinned in there just to bounce off the side and go back to the middle one. But I can show you on this one, hopefully it will do a close-up. That's how now let's see, how do you get this to do a close-up? Oh, there we go, that shows it really clearly. You can see that the threads are not crossing in the middle of those sequins. Actually coming in from one side and going back to that side. Now they're white. Here's a handy hint for you. When you do this, you obviously get the thread that you're working with, and that's not always the effect that you want. But if you use something like something like a big permanent marker, you might want to test it on a piece of thread first. Simply just put a dot of that colour on. Start from the middle, just put a dot on the middle, see how far it spreads, and maybe, just touch it around gently. That's, let's see, that's the eye of this whale, which looks like an eye, but on the other side, it's not so good. So definitely a fan of, in fact, I'll just touch that so that you can see how easy it is. Oh, she said, famous last words. Right, there you go, job done. Suddenly it's an eye instead of something with thread across it. Okay, so that's my little whales touched up. I'll work on through and find something else to show you in a bit. All right, bye for now.